Hello, I'm Jim Shank. I own Car Shop Incorporated in Moline, Illinois. The shop opened in 1971 down the street from this current location. At that time, Lee Smith, the owner of Car Shop, campaigned a 71 Cuda, one of the first pro stock cars of the day, and his partner Larry Griffith ran a 71 Dart. They were known at that time as one of the hot shoes of the area. We started our relationship with Motor State around 1989, and then about 1996, we got a website, and with Price Guide Pro, at that time it was on a disc, we loaded the information up onto the website, had the live pricing and inventory, and it was an early partnership that really worked out really well for us with PGP, with the new app on your phone. If an order comes in Sunday night, we can process it then. We don't have to come in the next day and wait. That tool has been very helpful for us.
I am Margo. I came on board when Jim acquired the business back in the fall of 2019. Lots of changes were happening at that time, so why not bring somebody who has no clue about the car industry whatsoever on board? And you learn very quickly how to adapt. What I do is the books for Car Shop. One of the things in my day job that I do is all about relationships. When I watch Jim work with everybody, especially like with Motor State, it's those relationships that he's built with all these years. I find it to be just an amazing dynamic, and it has just been amazing journey, and I hope it to continue for a very long time.
One of the nice things is that Motor State has a very good sales staff, very knowledgeable in different areas. Being that I've had a relationship with them since '89, I know which sales contact or which person to get a hold of to say if it's for drag racing, probably be Brian Robbins. If it's an engine-related question, it'd be Tim Wilming. Troy's knowledge of all of the above is also very good. He's very helpful in that way. Such as this morning, I checked on some bearings. It would be a special order from Cleveite. He got back with me in less than 10 minutes. It's a very friend relationship. I'll be really honest with you. It's more than just a business. So it means a lot. I'm really fortunate to live through my customers on their builds. I've got a friend that built a '69 Mustang. It's got a Kazi 632 in it. It won Good Guys. It's just a gorgeous car. I'm really fortunate that I can be a small part of that. And matter of fact, we set up at a local car show. Inside car show, there's probably 150 cars, and each year we set up a booth, and I pick out 5 or 6 of the customer cars to be on display. And then Steve's car last year was a feature car. Currently, there's a drag car being built out at Chassis Concepts that we're highly involved in. I stop out once a week to kind of see if you need any extra items or whatnot. I personally own a 1970 Chevelle that I've had since '85. As a matter of fact, that's how I started at Car Shop, is because I needed machine work done, and I brought the engine to the previous owner, and then that relationship built into one day, says, hey, you want a job? And I go, it's a hobby job. This might be, interesting avenue for a career. Didn't really see down the road that eventually I'd be fortunate enough to own the place. I think the future is to get more younger people involved, and even the local drag strip here has a really good program. They're actually having a drag racing school that the racers will teach this class. So somebody that's 16 from high school, if she doesn't understand how to stage the car, because you think about it, there's certain things you have to know, and I feel that a lot of times they are intimidated. They don't understand, but if you can sit them down in a class, that's bringing more people into the hobby. So that's something that I'm really excited about, that our local drag strip is very involved with the youth. And I don't know if there's other tracks doing that. If they're not, they probably really should.
I've met a lot of wonderful people, not just with Motor State, but outside that's brought us to places like PRI, and sometimes I get a little bit of starstruck, especially like with Farm Truck and Asian. I think they're just absolutely a hoot. So I've learned who these people are, and then they're just normal people. The down-home feeling that a lot of the racers get. A customer that was just in a moment ago, we were talking about generational changes. I always think about how the possibility of people aging out, but then I'm watching our local racetrack bring in these kids and make them a part of the community. And I see these families that bring their kids, and now they're involved in racing with the junior dragsters. And then all of a sudden this weekend, they're not in junior dragsters anymore. They're driving the big ones. And I'm like, wow, when did that happen?
How do I go from getting a Rottweiler to this thing? This is Reggae. She's the shop dog. and she is the boss. She is the boss. So she greets all the little kids. She's been an employee here for about, 4 years? You working 4 years? Previously, I had a Rottweiler that Troy brought down when they making a parts run. Alexis, she was a good dog. His dog, Apollo, was the father of, and I had her for quite a few years. Just part of that relationship, of the friends that I have up in Motor State that, this drives the dog down, puts the dog alongside the seat of the van, and there's a puppy for me. So it's pretty special. We're really fortunate that we do have a lot of really good customers.